Alright, ghouls. Hello. A bunch of you wanted me to make a video on Lucille, who is going to be trained to one day become my service dog. If you come to the chats, like the live streams often, you'll know how I talk about my my issues with, you know, OCD, anxiety, depression, PTSD, that kind of thing. And it really does. It controls my life in a lot of aspects. And after talking with my therapist and psychologist and my husband and family and stuff, we decided to go ahead to get a dog to train at, to become my service dog one day when she's ready. And I'm sorry about the lighting. It's terrible. The light bulbs are just weird today. I don't know. I didn't put any makeup other than lipstick and some eye goopers. But, yes, we bought her at a pet shop, which I'm not usually a fan of, but she actually came from a pretty reputable breeder in the area. I actually, on her paperwork that we got, I looked it up, and her parents are show dogs, they're AKC registered, blah, 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 all that high-end stuff, which is why she costs a nice pretty penny. She is the most expensive animal I have ever acquired in my life. Pepper was adopted, $100. Storm was free. We rescued her. All three of our cats were free. We rescued them. Sorry, Lucy's at my feet, actually. She's actually really good with staying near me in most cases already. But if you hear anything in the background, it's her trying to get to this cat. One of my cats, but she's too big to fit behind the bar area where the cat hides. So, poor thing is just kind of very not frantically, but very sad that she can't reach her cat friend. So what happened was, it was Saturday. We went to this very small convention in Allentown, which is still quite a ways away from where I live in PA. To this tiny little, you know, comic book convention. We went, it was actually really nice, but it was in a small area, and people really trigger my anxiety, like, a lot. Like, when there is that many people in such a small, confined space, it really, it takes a toll on me, and we ended up leaving early, which I felt pretty bad about, but there's too many people. It was really freaking me out. I couldn't handle it, so we left. We actually went to the mall, pretty big mall. Did not expect it to be that big or that crowded. Freaked out, left there. We went, I remember they had a pet shop up there. And I was like, what the heck, maybe going to pet some puppies will relax me in a way. You know what I mean? Like when you pet an animal, it just kind of like calms you down and relaxes you. It did not. It was a decently sized pet shop, and the animals were not kept in cages, which I liked a lot, actually. They had their own little, like, you know how they have, like, those puppy playpens that are decently sized? They had that sized area, and they each had, like, a kennel mate, so they weren't sitting there alone all day. But everyone was obviously around the Pomeranians and the Maltipoo and all the cute little tiny little boo-boosh animals, like little tiny frishy, like, you know, the little tiny fluffy things. And way in the back, I guess, were the bigger dogs, and there was, like, no one over there. So while Trevor took Jude to go look at the tinier puppies, I think it was a Pomeranian, I went in the back, and I was still freaking out because there were so many people. And if you have anxiety, especially social anxiety or anxiety with people, it just, like, you kind of just shut down, and you just, and that's it. Like, you can't function. So I told Trevor I was going to go back there, and he said, you know, that's fine. Oh, yes. So I went all the way in the back where the bigger kennels were, and I saw Lucy there, and I was freaking out, and I was just like, so what I do is I squat down, and I try to, like, she's still getting used to her harness, I apologize, but, like, I squat down, and I try to, like, bring myself back, you know, in a way. And I looked over, and her little head if I can lift her lardy butt up, I'll show her to you eventually. She had her little head, they have like ledges on their kennel things. Like it's the ledge and then there's like the metal, not metal, but it's like a fence kind of door. But her head was like right here. And I went to put my hand out and she just like subconsciously like put her head right under my hand and just stayed there so calm and she just let me leave my hand there. I didn't really pet her or anything. I just placed my hand there while her kennel mate over there, he was jumping and anyway, so I saw this beautiful freaking little face. Look at this face. Look at this face. How can you hate this face? Right? How can you? But, that's a lot like how she had her head, and she put her head right under my hand and just let me, like she's doing now, like she just let me hold her, calm. And her kennel mate was actually jumping all over me, biting my hands, and she just stayed calm like this and just let me pet her head just ever so quietly, like even now. Like she's a freaking puppy. Puppies aren't this calm. You have an eye bug, love. You know what I mean? Like she's a very calm puppy, which is a big reason why I got her. But she's already like so calm, and she knows right now that I'm a little bit nervous talking about this kind of thing, but like look at this calm freaking beautiful dog. Like I love her so much. Like she's gonna be a good service doggy. You want to go down and play? Would you go play? Want to play? Say no, Mom, I'm tired. All right. Well, if you want to stay up here with me, that's fine. So I saw her and I talked to my grandmother and she offered to help me, you know, purchase her. And she's like, yeah, I have a little bit of money stashed away. Can you find out how much she is? And I said, yeah, sure, I'll find out how much she is. So I called the person over. Let me put her down. She's getting a little restless. She is still a puppy after all. But I called her and they're like, yes. She's like, okay, you want to ask how much she is? And I said, all right, give me a minute. I asked and they were like, she is $1,600. And I was like, holy crap, that's a lot of money for a dog. And then I was like, all right, how much after tax and whatever I need to get for her? And it was $2,000. Like she is a $2,000 dog. And at that point, I had already bonded with her, like significantly bonded with her. Like she just knew, and I'll put pictures either here or like over my voice where she literally has just the first, second, third day I've had her, automatically when I have my little panic attacks, she will come next to me and just lay there and let me pet her, and she calms me down already. Actually, I had a panic attack yesterday, over something ridiculous. So I will put that clip in now, and then I will see you after that clip. Okay, so this is gonna go into this whole video about Lucy. You can tell I'm kind of upset. If you hear the noise, it's the air conditioner over there. I'm having a panic attack, even though I am on medication. I'm still having one. You can kind of tell how upset I am. Lucy's actually right next to me. But you want to know what stupid freaking thing sent me into a panic attack? Our Aldi's, and if you don't have an Aldi's, it's just a store that has like cheap food in it. It's still really good. It just has like no actual brand names, and I don't know how to explain, but it's a cheap food place. And ours is remodeling, and I literally just went to YouTube and I was like, oh, I'm gonna look up remodeled Aldi's, and I was watching this lady walk through, and it's so different, and it literally, I'm having a little panic attack just because of something stupid like that. Like, it's not like I just wanna sorry, it's not just like I'm getting a service dog just because I want to have a dog around. It's because literally the smallest thing like that can literally spiral me to here, and this is on medication. If I wasn't on medication, I'm sure I would be just done, like on the floor, having like a full-on like panic attack. Like, this is seriously, it's just because I watched a video about how my store is gonna look different when it's renovated, and yeah, it's it's hard to be this freaking vulnerable, but I know you ghouls know how I am, and I talk about my anxiety and all of that all the time, my depression, my anxiety, PTSD, all of that, I talk about it. But I just wanted to throw this clip in here because I know you ghouls probably not, but random people stumbling on videos about this, you know, you don't know, are gonna be like, oh, they just want like a dog to walk around with, it's gonna be so fun. Like, no, it's because I don't go out alone because I can get panicked just for like little things like this, and I can't handle myself alone out there. So I'm gonna need Lucille, when she's properly trained in a year-ish, I hope, to be out there and help me like get to a safe place. Like, I'm lucky I'm sitting here on my couch at my house right now. If I went to the store, which just did happen to me in the store when they were renovating, they were still slightly opened, I walked, the aisles were messed up, I freaked out, I left my stuff, and I just went home. I bought milk, drove all the way home to bring the milk just so I can drive all the way back to Walmart because I know what Walmart's like, and it wasn't different. It's hard and it's difficult, and people don't understand, if you don't have anxiety and depression and this kind of thing, don't understand how crippling this could be. Like, I literally couldn't finish shopping that day at that point in time because like the aisles were moved around. That's literally the only thing. Like, most people are like, oh, that's cool, I'll just go find my own stuff. Like, no, I literally just like I shut down and I had to leave. And now this is a mild panic attack of, oh my god, I know my store's gonna look like this, and now I have to go to the nearest one that's already redone with Trevor one day to go, so I know what to expect. So if I do have to go alone, I don't freaking panic, because if you don't know what an Aldi's is, they have all they're all the exact same layout, all of them. So yeah, I just wanted to include a little clip of my panic attack. I'm coming down from it now, just because I'm talking to ghouls, and Lucy's over here, and I can feel her feet on me, and I'm watching frickin' what not to wear. But if I was out alone in public, like, that's why I honestly don't vlog as much as I would love to vlog, because I get panicked and I stop and I can't do it, and I don't really want 90% of my vlogs to be panic attacks. And yes, this is another fun side effect of depression and anxiety, and my hair's not brushed, my makeup's not done, I'm in pajamas, and yeah. But yeah, back to the fucking actual video where I'm put together and don't look like a goddamn mess. There, so after that clip, you see, I get anxious over stupid stuff, and that was on medication. Like, I am now on medication. I get Xanax 3 times a day because my anxiety is so high. Actually, when I was with Trevor at the psychiatrist's office talking about all my problems in the beginning, when he first, you know, started talking to us, he's like, all right, so we'll do like half of a thing 3 times a day. And then as we started talking about how anxious I do get throughout the day, he's like, all right, we're gonna just up it to a full dose 3 times a day. So, even with that, I still get panicky over silly things like a store being redesigned, or just something so tiny can set it off, and it's hard to deal with, and I would much rather deal with my anxiety and depression and OCD and all those kinds of things with a low dose of medication, with Lucille there to help pull me back from dissociating while I'm driving, which is very dangerous. If you don't know what that is, basically it's when the the best way I can describe it is as if like your soul is leaving your body and your body's there and you can see your body there, but your body's just kind of like a husk going on its own. But you're over here like, hello body, what are you doing? Well, hello. And a lot of times when I drive, I like shake my hands, or I like hit the wheel, or I do this a lot. No one really sees it because my hands are down here. But I do this a lot to like, I don't know what, to bring me, it's one of my like OCD tics. I do it a lot. But she'll stop me from that. She'll bring me back from dissociating. She'll be able to do like all these things that I'm going to need so I can be a functioning human on my own as I can be when I'm out. Like right now, when we go out, I need Trevor with me or I panic. The other month, I was going to say the other day, like a month ago, I went to Walmart on my own to find freaking rocks. And I got so nervous because the rocks were moved from the spot I knew that they were not there anymore. I got so nervous and freaked out, and I got dizzy and tripped and fell and passed out for like 2 seconds. And if I had a service dog, which I'm just going to say if I had Lucy right now, if I had Lucille, she would have felt that coming and would have guided me somewhere safe to sit while the panic passed so I didn't fall and hurt myself. You know, it's not just to have a dog around because I want to have a dog around. It's literally so I can do things on my own. I'm 26 years old. I shouldn't need my husband to come with me everywhere I go because I'm too scared that I'm going to have a panic attack and pass out, or that I'm going to have a panic attack and not know what to do, or if I'm going to get triggered so bad that I just shut down and I can't do anything. Like, that's why I need her, and I'm really glad I have her, and she's starting her training shortly, hopefully within the next week or two. We're going to start her training for, you know, basic puppy obedience, which I've already been sort of working on, and then service dog stuff. And I'm so happy, and like when you scroll through Facebook, you see those videos of service dogs, you know, going up to their owners and nudging them and calming them down and bringing them down from that bad place that they're in. And it makes me cry happy tears to know that one day I can go out on my own and I can have a panic attack in public, but I will have Lucille there to bring me back so I can continue my day. And I won't have to rely on Trevor, which, I mean, he's my husband, and I know that he doesn't really mind helping me or doing all this, but I do know it is very frustrating. I'm not dumb. I know that it frustrates him a lot, and it does have an effect on our relationship every now and then when, you know, it's been a long day and all I have to do is run into Walmart to get one thing, and I'm like, Trevor, you need to come in with me. I can't go in just to go in by myself to get milk or something. And, you know, obviously after a long day work or a long day of doing whatever you're doing all day, you don't want to just get up and go get one thing and come back when you have a perfectly, you know, able-bodied person to do it. And, you know, I know it frustrates him, and I know Lucy's going to be a big help with that. The medication's already helping a decent amount, and to end this big, long, fucking 30-minute video probably by now, if you need help, get help, please. Like, anxiety, depression, OCD, dermatillomania, any, you know, skin picking, hair pulling, I said depression, any type of mental illness, just get help. You know, I shouldn't have waited until I was 26 and started seeing my son develop my tics that I have when I'm nervous, which is picking my lips, pulling my hair, you know, ripping my fingers to pieces. It should not have taken that long for me to have finally realized, hey, all right, you need help, and it's okay to get help. And it is. It's okay to get help. And I regret not getting help sooner. Like, I can't even imagine how much more positive my life would be right now if I stuck with this therapy and counseling when I was in high school, instead of being that kid like, yeah, okay, because that's going to solve my problem. Talking to somebody about crap that happened to me, that's not going to solve anything. Like, I can talk to anyone I want. I don't need to go see a therapist. I don't need to take medication. I can take my own type of medication. I'll self-medicate. Like, it doesn't work. It'll work for a little bit, but in the end, it doesn't work. And it can make things worse. And I know a lot of you ghouls, especially from streams, have mental health problems. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to say it's normal, but it's not bad. People have different types of brains. Everyone has different, upbringings. Everyone has different issues in their lives. I know people who have perfect family life, who had the perfect, upbringing, but they still have depression. They still have these issues, and they don't want to talk about it because sometimes, unfortunately, you'll say, oh, I'm feeling so depressed that it's not going good lately. And then people come up like, oh, but you have a house, you have a family, you have a husband, you have a kid. What do you have to be sad about? Like, they don't know that I had bad crap happen to me when I was a child, and bad crap happened to me 6-7 years ago. They don't know that. Like, just people who talk to you like that, tell them, fuck you, okay? If you need help, get help. It helps. I was talking to Mike earlier today, and he already said, even through Messenger, even the way that I am speaking, he can tell that the therapy and the medication and everything is helping, and I'm really glad it is. And again, I regret not sticking with it, because I know for a fact that if I did stick with this when I was in high school or when I was younger, that I would be so much farther in my life, I don't want to say I'd be happier because, I have my son, I'm married, I'm in a nice place, but she's trying to eat the wood off of my bar. What a butt. She is still a puppy, don't forget, but, like, get help. Do not be ashamed to go to your parents or a school counselor or a coach or a friend's parent that you trust more than your own parent, because I don't know your situation. Do not be ashamed to say, hey, I think I need to see a therapist, and I think I need to talk about things with somebody. It does not make you weak. It doesn't make you, less than. If anything, I feel like it makes you stronger, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot to realize in yourself that you can't handle something on your own, and that you do need this kind of help, and I know this turned into a freaking PSA, and I apologize, but again, get help if you need it, okay? Like, I'll list resources down there for you. Message me, Twitter most likely. I'm a little bit better with answering on Twitter than I am on Facebook, because my Facebook be fucking up all the time. Also, now on my medication, I have been, replying to people. I'm a whole lot better with that. My anxiety is a lot more managed now. So if you need someone to talk to, if you do not have anyone else to talk to, please message me on Twitter. I don't have that weird thing where I have to follow you for you to be able to message me. Just message me, okay? If you need help, if you just need to talk about something, anything. If it's just school, if it's just, hey, I don't feel so great today, I really need to pick me up, just please. I'm here. I know what it's like. I honestly, I would have died to have had a YouTuber 10 years ago be like, listen, guys, if you need help, if you need someone to talk to, just go to my DMs and talk to me. They didn't do that crap like 10 years ago that I know of. So just do that. I'm here. I'm open. I am here for you. All right, ghouls, and thanks for sticking around this long video, because I'm annoying myself with how long I'm talking, because my mouth is getting so dry, and Lucy is trying to dig a hole in the concrete. Do you want to see her? Lucille! Lucille! Yes, you, miss. You see her trying to dig a hole in the concrete? She is a golden retriever after all. She is a not a golden. She's chocolate Labrador retriever. But again, thank you, ghouls, for everything. Any questions about anything, just, you know, leave it in the comments. I'll answer it. You ghouls know that I am an open book, even though a lot of people are like, don't do that. I'm gonna do it. But thanks again, ghouls, for sticking with me, especially since videos have been all over the place lately. My upload times have been all over. I've been missing days, and I really appreciate you guys sticking by me. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video, on stream, whatever. And I might even try to vlog for Vlogoween. Who knows? I am feeling a lot better, so we'll see how that goes. Bye, ghouls. It was Saturday. Lucille, shh. I'm gonna go back there, and he said, you know, that's fine. So they found something to play with that I bet she shouldn't. Give me a moment. I'm back. She did. She found my itty bitty tiny crystal skull vodka skull that she was trying to play with. We'll get to puppy behavior in a moment. What do you got there? Hey! Nothing. She's chewing nothing, but she's making like chewy sound. Oh, I lied. She has a leaf. Leaves are her thing. I don't know why she chews leaves so much. Actually, I'm going to see if I can pick her up, because that would be a little less, come here, Lardy. A little less, Anyway, so I...